back. That left hand, it's like a slingshot. A slingshot upstairs, dangerous downstairs. If you're an opponent of Ryan Garcia, you gotta watch out. Where's it gonna come from? Is that lightning gonna hit you in the temple, or is it gonna hit you in the ribs?
My point I was gonna make is that some people may think I should, of course, blast out Fortuna, who's 5'6".
All right, let me say it like this. Welcome to the show. Ryan Garcia just stopped Javier Fortuna with a mean three-piece combination in round number 6 after dropping Javier Fortuna in round number 4 via body shot in round number 5 via left hook. Javier Fortuna had no game plan or just listen. Ryan Garcia is just good. Like, he is good. You know, the key punches of the fight, well, basically the body punches would really, you know, really set the pace. But from the jab to the left hook is dangerous. And, you know, like, he has all the tools. You know, now I know I was sitting there trolling and talking about the voodoo and everything. Forgive me. I like to sell fights and I can be a little silly. But I'm not going to deny that I rate this win very highly, and he's good. From Luke Campbell, you know, to this fight, to what he did. Let's see if we can get you the three-punch combination. Let's get you a clip. Hold on. Let me see if they show it again. Apologies. And then he tried to spit the mouthpiece out again for the referee to give him some more time. Look, there we go. He's holding it, but then he sucks it back in, and then he's going to wait for the referee. Boop.
How dare you?
Put him down. Put him down. Thanks, Luduva. Yeah, I'm going to be canceling my DAZN subscription probably too until the Virgil Ortiz fight. But Ryan Garcia's pop was lurking around the channel this past week, and apologize to you, sir. I told him, you know, in the comments that, listen, if Ryan Garcia showed me something and he beats Javier Fortuna and he actually shows me, because I wasn't impressed with that Manuel Tagu fight. And depending on how you rate Fortuna, I kind of rate him very highly. Not very highly, but kind of highly. And I do rate this as a quality win for me to start matching Ryan Garcia up against the bigger names. But now the question is, will we see the Tank Davis fight? You see what I'm saying? That's the fight that I want to see. By the way, we're going to turn it up and listen to the post-fight interviews and get you a couple of more highlights. But if you're here, thank you for watching. Could you please drop a like? We're trying to get to 500. We're really trying to get out of this shadow ban from YouTube. Let's listen to the post-fight interview, then we're going to talk a little bit more. We're live real time, by the way. A little bit of 10-second delay for those who are watching live. But yeah, we're here for every major fight streaming during the main events. So they're showing a Virgil Ortiz commercial. Like, where's the post-fight interview? With an unblemished record. We're waiting for them to do the post-fight interview with Chris Mannix. And apparently, Ryan Garcia is not signed to the zone, but he's just a Golden Boy fighter, so which means if the Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia fight's going to happen, it's going to have to happen on Showtime, period. It's not going to be no joint broadcast between Ryan Garcia's current broadcaster, The Zone, and Showtime. It ain't going to work. And also, before we listen to the post-fight interview, which they're about to have right now, tell me how you feel that on pay-per-view, if it should be on pay-per-view, they're going to put it on pay-per-view regardless. Like, how do you think Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia is going to do on pay-per-view at $80? I'm thinking about 700,000 pay-per-view buys or so. That's what I'm thinking. Let's turn it up. Listen in. Once again, thank you for liking the video and watching and hanging out with me. Let's listen in.
Congratulations. Your promoter here, Bernard Hopkins, said to me just moments before, there are wins and there are statements, and you just made a statement. Do you believe you did that tonight?
First, before I want to say anything, I want to look up above and thank God, my Father in heaven, for all the wisdom he gives me. I want to thank the King of Kings, Jesus Christ. I also want to say the one thing I want to encourage everybody in this arena is to try to fulfill what God has in store for your life, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Do you think you made a statement in this ring tonight?
I'm going to leave that up to the people. I know that I performed well for myself, and I know that I was crisp, I was sharp, and I stayed in my truth. I didn't do any crazy. I know how good of a fighter I am. I just had to put it all together, and you've seen that come together today.
It's your second fight in about 3 months. How different did you feel in the ring tonight compared to how you felt against Emmanuel Tego?
I mean, the fight speaks for itself. I don't need to say anything. You've seen how I fought.
You expected Garcia Fortuna to be dangerous early on. Did it surprise you he wasn't more aggressive in those early rounds?
No, he hit hard. He has a hard fist. I told you when I face harder punchers, I box better.
This fight changed in the 4th round of this fight as Fortuna comes over here to your side. Walk me through that first knockdown where you hit Javier with a body shot that looked eerily similar to the shot we see you hit Luke Campbell with just a year and a half ago.
Oh, yeah. I caught him. He thought the hook was going up top, and I caught him to the body.
Then you pick up in the 5th round after you go up upstairs again, catching him with a left hook.
Yeah. I seen that he kept on trying to throw the Luke Campbell shot, and I feel like everybody's going to try to do that to me, so I was aware.
And then we move on to the next and final knockdown of this fight. Put him down with that left hand. Did you know you have him out of here then?
I mean, I hit hard, you know what I mean? So it doesn't take a lot to hurt somebody.
You have said that this fight felt like a career restart for you. You were supposed to face Fortuna last year. You had to step aside. You dealt with an injury as well. Did it feel like a restart to you in the ring?
It felt like a statement to come back to the timeline where I was at. And you see what happens when people try to tell you what to do. They told me, you know, I was some guy that didn't care about boxing, and I'm some guy that makes up mental health. Mental health is a time to reflect on yourself and get better for the future. That's not weakness, that's strength, that's courage. And you seen today, when I stepped in the ring, I showed nothing but courage and skills to take all the hate and negativity that I take every day, and I put it out in the ring as a positive. I got love for Garcia Fortuna. I got love for everybody. I'm not even mad at the people that say bad things about them. I just want to pray for them. That's it.
You came into this fight, Ryan. You were a full-fledged 140-pounder for this fight. What kind of difference did that make?
100%. You know, I felt way better. I'm not going back down to 135 for nothing, but I will fight Tank next. If Tank wants that at 140, hey, I'm gonna record all the negotiations so you guys don't make no headlines saying I'm ducking. If he want it, let's get it.
Why is that fight against Tank Davis so important to you?
Because that's going to give me the respect I deserve, and I'm never afraid. I'm trying to tell you that I have a spirit of competition in me, and you're going to see that come out when I fight Tank and whoop his ass.
What would you say to the people, Ryan, that say, look, different networks, different promoters, no way a fight with Tank Davis can get done?
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Congratulations, Ryan. Guys.
Well, he wants Tank Davis.
Well, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. My tune has changed a little bit. I'm going to say that if I were to pick how Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia would go, I would say that 55-45 for Tank Davis, because we have seen Tank Davis be able to get outboxed and lose a lot of early rounds. We have seen it. I'm still picking Tank Davis. We have seen Tank Davis struggle with boxers, you know, and have to go pretty much chase a knockout. Now, listen, I love me some Tank Davis. Pause. But I'm saying, you know, he's my favorite fighter right now in boxing. Deontay Wilder was number one, but he is currently my number one. You know, I never really openly said it. I actually think I did before. But, you know, so I'm high on Tank Davis. But Ryan Garcia, he's got the jab. He's got the body work. He's got the hooks, the straight. We've seen him get dropped. You know, he's got the movement. From what we see, he don't gas. People have been concerned about him up here, you know, the mental shit, you know. But the question is, does the fight get done? And he's not the A side. So who is he to tell Tank Davis that the fight's going to have to be at 140? So you know how politics work. They're going to probably tell him, yo, all right, he's saying not 140. Let's try to make him sign a 134-pound contract. You know how that shit's going to go. He ain't going to get his way. And if Tank Davis, if he wants to fight, they're going to make him take that fight at 135. Come on, man. Y'all know better than that. But can it happen on Showtime, and who's going to be the one to stop the fight? Because I'm sorry, it's not going to happen on the Zone, and it's not going to be no joint venture. My personal opinion is I think that Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia can cap at 800,000 pay-per-view buys. I think he can do that. I don't think it's a million pay-per-view buy fight. Now, somebody posted in the comments, does it do better than Spence versus Crawford on pay-per-view? And does it do better than Canelo versus Golovkin on pay-per-view? Those are some legitimate Canelo Golovkin 3. It is a very appealing fight, but I'm kind of torn on how good it can really do. You see what I'm saying? Now, to break down the 135-pound division, Ryan Garcia, oh wait, here's the punch stats. Let's see. Total punches. Let's turn it up.
At 34% compared to 21% for Javier Fortuna.
Wait. Let me pause this shit right here. Fortuna only landed 24 punches. Remember, it was a clean sweep. The fight was stopped in round number 6 because Fortuna was knocked down for the 3rd time in 3 rounds. Fortuna was knocked in round number 4 by a body shot. Round number 5 by a left hook where he kind of was wincing a little bit. And then number 6 in the middle of the ring by a mean 3-piece combination. 24 of 115 landed, mostly because he couldn't get on the inside and basically had no game plan. Javier Fortuna's done. The voodoo didn't work. All right? It didn't take. Ryan Garcia landed 79 of 236, 34% of the punches. But the left hook and the body shot is what made the fight, changed the fight, and ended up ultimately stopping Javier Fortuna.
Put a button on this. What say you about what we saw?
So now it's just like, listen, who does he fight next? You know, if it's not going to be Tank Davis, because with all this shit they've been talking, they've got to make this fight. And Tank Davis has been somewhat quiet. In fact, let me see if Tank Davis has posted anything on his social media. You know how fighters like to come out the woodwork and shit and talk shit to other fighters. But yeah, since you guys are here, thank you for watching. It'd be great if you could take time out and just drop a like really quick. Since you're here, we got about a few minutes left. Let's do a little bit of a Q&A, and I'm going to try to pull up these highlights again. Okay, say, look, so Tank Davis did post something. So is something in the works? You know, remember, he hasn't posted anything since he retweeted something from Ryan Garcia. So look, see y'all at the end of the year. What does that mean? You know, has there been some type of talks? Is something cooking? Is something cooking? Here, this is my Twitter page, by the way. Follow me on Twitter because we're here for a reason. Let me show you something real quick. According to this unofficial report right here, Ryan Garcia made $2 million. If you can't see it, where's it at? Right here at the bottom. But there's something else I want you to see. Let me see if I can find it. From an interview from Steven Espinosa that I retweeted from CompuBox's Dan Canobillo, how do you pronounce his name? Hold on, I'm gonna find it for you. It's important, it's relevant. Trust me, it is relevant. Here it is right here. Now listen to this. Here's the link to the full interview right here. I'm gonna put the link in the chat for you if you want to watch the full one on your time. There you go, but I'm gonna play this little clip here.
That's every fighter that we have. Now all
so
of a
listen
sudden,
to this. This is important.
Ryan Garcia is not exclusive to DAZN. I know Golden Boy is, but the
Wait, one more time, my bad.
Ryan Garcia is not exclusive to DAZN. I know Golden Boy is, but the reality is, you know, it's an interesting and ironic change of events. They've spent 3 years trying to go around us to get to every fighter that we have. Now all of a sudden they figured out, hey, let's go to them. Look, I don't think we need 2 platforms in this. I don't. I think there are plenty of other ways that are fair to resolve this.
You just said something interesting there. You said that Ryan Garcia isn't with DAZN contractually, or is it that's a Golden Boy thing?
Understanding, you know, Golden Boy has a deal with DAZN. I don't think Ryan Garcia personally has a deal with DAZN. I don't, you know, I'm not the expert on, you know, on sort of that aspect of it. But it's not as if they signed Ryan Garcia to an exclusive contract. I mean, DAZN repeatedly said, "Hey, we're going to Deontay Wilder," and we went to.
The rest of the stuff he's saying is pretty irrelevant. But Ryan Garcia is not signed to not signed to DAZN, but signed to the Golden Boy. But does Golden Boy fighters have to fight on DAZN? You see what I'm saying? And Ryan Garcia is one of DAZN's biggest stars, if not, up there with Canelo. Who you would say DAZN's overall global biggest boxing stars? Canelo, Joshua, and then Ryan Garcia? I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Ryan Garcia, I'm thinking that's, about right. So if the fight was to happen, it's going to happen on Showtime, man. Simple as that. It ain't happening on DAZN, and I'm wondering if DAZN is going to have to get some type of fee or whatever. But that's too much to be talking about at this point in time. Wrap your head around. But listen, thank you for watching. Though, follow me on Twitter at T Street Controversy with FightView 360. Also, the WBC app powered by the Vive Network. Links are down below in the description box. In fact, I'm gonna leave the link to my Twitter page for you guys in the chat. I'm going to be live again on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, and then Thursday 6 p.m. Eastern, Friday 6 p.m. Eastern, and then I'm going to be streaming during the main event of Isaac Dogbay and Joet Gonzalez next week. So once again, thanks for watching. See you guys later on T Street Controversy with Fight for 360. Please subscribe.